Welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. It's the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Yukon Huskies.
And just listen to the atmosphere
ready to go?
tonight. You
Ready to
have
go?
the band raging on, and the student section is trying to stop a hole through the bleachers. What a venue to see two great teams go at it.
And you know the students, Greg, are extra amped up tonight as this is a showdown between two outstanding programs. And, of course, we're all curious and anxious to see what Prez can do on the court as he continues to draw an awful lot of height for a college player.
So the Sooners starting five. Edwards is out there with Heel. Then there's Doherty. Then there's Hudson. And it's Ford in a power forward. Here is Edwards. Pass to Hudson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He can't get that one. And the Huskies going the other way now. Now Prez. Pass to Alabaster. Looking for a splitter. He gets it there. Alabaster kicks to Martin. Yukon moving that ball around. They get it again. The dish to Alabaster. Feeds it to Martin. Pass to Alabaster. Over to the wing. Prez passes to Keefe. Martin the screen to the left wing. Prez with the ball. Working on Doherty. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Huskies shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Shooting for the Huskies, Will Keefe.
That's good from Keefe. Keefe hits them both. Here is Edwards. Here's the screen. Pass to Ford. Inside. Here's Hudson. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
The Sooners making a switch here. Blair's checked in. Alabaster dishes to Prez. Pass to Keefe. He feeds it to Martin. He kicks it to Splitter. Moves back up, and he sinks the layup.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Alabaster with the steal. Now here's Prez. He's tightly guarded at the elbow, Martin. And here is Prez. They set the screen. Keefe passes to Splitter. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one falls for Splitter. Oklahoma trails by 6. Now here's Blair. He dishes it to Hudson. Puts it up from 12. Prez with the rebound.
And one reason why Prez jumped to the top of the prospect list is because he had a great coach during high school. Coach Washington Falls gave him incredibly sound fundamentals, and it's allowed Prez to have a strong base with how he plays.
And not only did Coach Falls help him with his foundation as a player, but he also provided tremendous insight and advice into the world of basketball and the world that's around us in basketball. So I think Prez owes an awful lot to Coach Falls for the player he's become.
Collier in at the 3, and it's Day in at the point. A court for Oklahoma. We've got Ellis, and it's Rush in at the 3 slot. Kicks it to Ellis. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Blair. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Prez dishes to Day. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
And Oklahoma calls their first time out of the game.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
So both teams changing it up here. Hello, welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And this is a deficit that isn't problematic, but they'll want to start chipping away at it as soon as they can before time starts to work against them.
Well, you know, Greg, I think you've got to give Prez a lot of credit for putting this team in a place where they can just play their game and let the clock do the rest. I mean, they came out with a lot more intensity early and very much in the driver's seat now.
Collier in at small forward. Alabaster is out there with Keefe, and it's Splitter in at the 5, roaming the paint. On the court for Oklahoma, we've got Hudson. Heald is out there with Edwards. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4 spot. Now here's Prez. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans.
Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Hudson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Sooners.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
UConn with the ball. The Sooners making their last shot. Here's Alabaster. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Alabaster's got the lead up to 10 now for the Huskies. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hudson against Splitter. Dishes it to Doherty. The feed to Heald. From past the arc. The shot, no good. And the Huskies going the other way now. Alabaster kicks to Martin. Passes it to Alabaster. Here's Prez. Pass to Keefe. At the top of the key, Alabaster. Here's Splitter. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And it's a 12-point Husky lead.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Time called here. The Sooners decide to talk it over.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Catching up now on the changes for Oklahoma. Rush is checked in, and it's Ellis in for Heald. Day kicks to Jennings. Now here's Prez, guarded by Ford. Back to Joseph. There's the pick. Here's Jennings. A second chance effort, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And that one falls for Sims. Oklahoma trails by 15. Collier in at the 4 spot, and it's Sims in at the 5. Now here's Blair. Tight defense on him. Oklahoma moving it around. Will it go? Huskies with the rebound. Prez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
A lot of times you'll see a star player out of high school come in and only look to score when they get the ball. Prez is different in that regard. He knows the value of strong team play and is always willing to put the team first.
And, Greg, we've seen a number of players that say they have a team-first mentality, but the old saying is true. Actions speak louder than words. From what I understand about Prez, he'll demand a lot of his teammates, and as far as mental focus, he won't let them slide at all.
There's the dish today. Joseph with the ball. Jennings kicks to Joseph. Day the pass to Joseph. At the elbow, Prez. The Huskies need to get off a shot here. Drills the three-pointer.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Ford, no luck. The Huskies on offense. This run now up to 13-2. Joseph dishes to Prez. And a miss there on the triple. Oklahoma trails by 19. Now Blair, down low. Here's Hudson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Day kicks to Prez. And here is Joseph. Feeds it to Jennings. And the pass to Collier. There's a screen. Sims, the pass to Collier. To the left side wing. And it's good. Caught through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And how about the precision there of Prez, keeping his balance and getting the shot off despite the obvious contact.
Wow. Never thought it would be this easy.
Now, here's Blair. Posey covering. Now, here's Blair. Davis dishes to Richmond. To the paint. Here's Warwick. And it's good. 2 points.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. It would have been really easy to pack it in.